Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platform.
We about to get into this segment right here, the SAF segment. And today, I got to talk about this movie right here, The Deliverance. #1 on Netflix, okay? You feel me? And I got mixed reviews. All right. Whoo. You know what? Let me get the cast. Then I'm going to give y'all the stats. Then I'm going to give y'all the plot. All right. Now, first thing first, let me give you the stats. So IMDb gave it a 5.1. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 30%. Damn. Y'all funking with Lee Daniels? Lee Daniels, the director. So glad he made up with Monique. Because that was a very bright spot in the movie. Monique did her mother effing thing. God damn. Pay that woman. Give her all the coins she want. Alright? But is Rotten Tomatoes funking with Lee Daniels? What y'all think? Because 30%? Good Lord. And the people gave it a 67%. I'm with the people. I am with the people. I'm right around that percentage. 65. And that's a D. That means damn, I failed. That's what the D means. Damn, I almost got an F. Damn, I failed. Okay? Now, let me give you the cast members. You feel me? Andre Day played Ebony Jackson. Oh my God, man. I was so conflicted. Because Andre Day, and she was an ugly character. You get my drift. Golly. Good Lord. Every moment. Then Glenn Close played Morgan. And they talk about trying to give her an Oscar. Get the F out of here with that bullshit. If you give her an Oscar, you might as well give Monique an Oscar too, who plays Cynthia Henry. She killed her role way more than Glenn Close. I ain't saying Glenn Close did a bad job. Everybody acted in their role. They did amazing. But I don't want this narrative I'm seeing out there, give it to this woman, compared to giving it to Monique. Stop the bullshit, man. Khalid McClellan played Nate Jackson. Killed the role. You feel me? Demi Singleton played Shantae Jackson. All right. Omar Epps played, they just says actor. They don't even got a bruh name. I don't think I got a bruh name either. He was just old horny nurse man. That's old horny nurse man. All right, man. Who else, man? Anthony B. Jenkins played Andre Jackson. He was the young son. You feel me? And many more killed their roles. I'll be here forever naming off actors. You feel me? This was all Netflix. You know what I mean? Another Lee Daniel production. All right. And, well, let me just get into the plot. The first hour of this movie, maybe 5 minutes of this movie, was amazing. Oh my God. Edge of the seat. I was like, it was the dialogue. It was the dialogue and the way the story was going. I was like, ooh. And some of those things, I hate to say it. Oh, man. Lord Jesus. But that was taking me back to my childhood. I was like, and it was nothing but trauma. Trauma after trauma after trauma. Man, when they were sitting at that dinner table and the young man, Andre Jackson, was back talking, I even was like, hold on, wait a minute. Because Morgan, she was sitting there just like, was like, it's okay. And I'm like, okay, white mother. And then, Ebony, black mother. Pop in the mouth gonna come soon. And right on cue. Oh, bye, y'all. I even was like, whoo. I felt that pop. But I mean, damn. Andre he was mouthing off. Talk about when daddy gonna come home. I'm tired of your ish, basically. You feel me? And they said the dad went over to Iraq. But I mean, I think that's what was going on with this movie too. Where I was like, just why didn't they show the dad actually going to Iraq Did the dad actually go, or is he just vamping out because Ebony, or is Ebony really that stressed out because she's a drunk? She ain't been drinking, but bills are due, like past due, like 3 months past due. So that's why her mom came to live with him, but the mom she ain't paying on her stuff. Medicaid wasn't happening. Ebony was paying on it. You feel me? And then they moved into this new house. Why did they move into this new house before the dad left to Iraq? And this house is possessed and it's based on true story, I guess. You feel me? And a lot of trauma. But was the demon, because it's basically a demon in the house, and like I don't know, I guess it only messes with black people. I don't know. But was the demon fueled by trauma, or was the demon was always there and this family was already going through this type of trauma? That's what I was confused about too. I'm like, what is what? I wish they would have expound on the demon a little bit more, and like I'm trying to play on words. It's not an exorcist. It's the deliverance. It's a big difference. Man, shut up. It's the same thing. God damn it. A child is possessed. Because that's basically what happened. The child was possessed by the demon. And the demon possessed the Trey. And like Trey was a imaginary friend at first, but actually possessing Andre. If the child or something is possessed, and you gotta do some spiritual miracle-ish and get a priest and all that, well damn it, it's an exorcist. It's an exorcism. Just because you call it deliverance don't mean... Yeah. Like there's many other words for running. Also. Alright? But walking fast. Anyway. Yeah. And the thing about it, I like how they did this scary movie though, because like there's banging on the basement, and none of the black characters went down to the basement except for the kid. That makes sense. The rest of them was like, we locking this up, and they called the exterminator, and it was a dead black cat, which I knew. I was like, it's something dead. It's 1,000 flies. There's something dead down there, and it was a cat. But it was funny because Ebony was like, man, call the landlord. We ain't paying for this ish. And bro was like, man, you better pay for it. I'll put it back down there. I was like, damn, cold-blooded. But Nate, you feel me? He was getting money orders from his dad. You feel me? They thought he was slanging, but I'm glad they didn't put that aspect in there. Thank you, Lee Daniels, for not putting that aspect in there. He was getting money orders from his dad, stacking up because he wanted to leave. I ain't gonna blame his ass. There was a lot of stuff going on in that crib. But he ended up paying for the ish, you feel me? And then Morgan character, she dealing with cancer and all types of ish, but she dealing with the hating heifers in the in her nursing home, or the place where she get treatment of cancer, I guess. And they hating because old horny nurse man Omar Epps is trying to pop that white thing. Giggity. He's trying to get up in it because she's showing more cleavage than usual.
Giggity.
Anyway, they trying to make her win an Oscar. Damn it, if she win an Oscar, Monique better win an Oscar too. And she was like the child services lady. She killed her role. Standing goddamn ovation. Oh my goodness, man. Man, she played Cynthia, and she was killing her role, fashion-wise, delivering line-wise. I was thoroughly goddamn impressed. I was impressed. I almost shedded a tear when she told her story about her son, and she was like, I can't stand bitches like you that take your kids for granted. But at the end of the day, Ebony, like, she was telling the truth, and then Cynthia found out she was telling the truth. Kid was possessed. I got to say, Andre Jackson deserved a award, Oscar too. Has a kid ever won an Oscar? I don't know, but let's give it to this brother right here, okay? Because he was killing his word too, being a little demon. I mean, or was he just playing natural? You know how you're a little kid, you want to say certain things? He was like, you motherfuckers. He sounded like Plies. You know, Plies say motherfucker every other word. I'm like, God damn. He's like, you ain't gonna do shit to me. Cause you's a bitch. I'm like,
Gosh.
okay. And Lee Daniels, I'm telling you, first half of this movie, you feel me? That writing was incredible. Y'all, you were saying stuff, having certain lines, and Ebony was cursing her mom out. I was like, oh my God. Oh Lord. And this the line that took the cake. When that demon morphed into Morgan and said something about I could smell your nappy pussy from here.
Giggity.
God damn. Wow. I was speechless. I was like, oh. So this is where we're going with this. Okay. Whew. Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry need to do a movie together. I'm just throwing it out there. I know it's going to be nothing but degeneracy and bullish, but hey, we going to get some lines. Like I said, look it. Halfway through the movie, I think they were trying to tie in that horror thing and the demon and stuff. Just didn't tie it in well. Hell, you should have just kept with the trauma bombing stuff and just made it. How long was this movie? It was like 2 hours and 10 minutes. You could have just made it an hour and a half, and this would have been actually a really great movie. You shouldn't even made it a horror film. Like, you should have just made it a regular black struggle film. I mean, them lines you were dropping in there was great, but I don't know. That other half was just ass, poo-poo, terrible. When we gonna have y'all like start making more black empowerment films though? You feel me? Like Ebony ended up pushing through and actually finding a job that she F with. Bills are paid and everything. Or, I don't know, the dad could have came back from Iraq. They could have family come together and whoop Struggle's ass. Dad could have came back. They could have whooped the demon's ass, get it out of there. But I guess it's based on somewhat of a true story. So they had to see what happens when I review like movies when it start turning bad. Like, I just start losing it. You feel me? It's just like one thing I did like, you didn't make a white savior. I will give you that. Hand claps on that, I guess. You didn't make a white person a savior. You feel me? Thank you. Thank you. I don't have much more I want to say about the Deliverance. Number 1 on Netflix, though. You feel me? Once again, this was the Deliverance. Watch at your own accord. I guess this is the Black Exorcism, I guess.